into the government house into Wakefield. His Excellency Buba, alongside other men, this courtesy visit. Prophet Israel Buba, you're most welcome, sir. Said here, maybe we will beg you to please either you bend your most welcome, and then we thank you, and then he will obediently take his leave to Mongu and receive Excellency Sir Peter Obi. Can we give him a round of applause? Your Excellency.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. We wish you long life. Wish you long life. Wish you long life. Wish you long life. Give me give. Hooray! Give give. Hooray! Give give.
Congratulations in Plateau State, Mrs. Grace Zamfara, because this is your home.
All the existing programs, as already mentioned. Excellency, let me start by apologizing that we came in here a bit late at this schedule, and you graciously granted that we meet at 8:00. We were at the airport 6:30, but we were told that the Just Airport Tower will not be open till 7:30. So, you know, when it comes to plane, is when they direct that you go. If it's car, I leave everybody and go. But once it's plane, they must tell you when to go. So we apologize. Excellency, we thank you. We don't take this audience for granted. We know how busy governors are, especially if you're governing a state where there's some difficulties that we experience in our state today. Excellency, I chose today, being my birthday, to celebrate it in Plateau, especially to celebrate it with the people, first with the people in Mango. But I decided to pass through here to condole you and to show you our own support, that we're with you. First, to appreciate what you've done so far, how you've handled the crisis, the killings, everything. It is appreciated by Nigerians. Everybody knows. I don't. For me, I always want to hear bad news. So I tell people when they're not doing the right thing as well. We thank you. You've done what is expected of you as the leader. And for us as Nigerians, it is time to be with our people in difficulty. I've campaigned everywhere. When there was flooding in Paris, I was first to go there. I've visited all IDP camps in Benue, in so many parts of the north. Like I keep saying, Nigerians cannot live in IDP camps in their home. Nigerians cannot be killed in their home. We have almost more similar, if not more deaths, than people who are fighting in Ukraine. It cannot happen. This is a country. Plateau used to be one of the most peaceful places in Nigeria. It used to be one of those places, one of your people worked in a bank where I used to be deputy chairman. I used to be the chairman of Fidelity Bank and the vice chairman of his bank. They know when we want to have a bank retreat, we say, let's go to Jos. And it's quiet. Now no banks want to come to retreat in Jos. Is that becoming worse? It shouldn't be. Has no reason to be. We want to return to that place where we used to call it home. Your Excellency, that's what we have. Just to say, I told everybody, let's go and celebrate the people in Mango, going there with your gracious permission. Because I can't come in here and go to anywhere without your permission. If you said, don't come, I would have come. And I thank all the governors, whoever have said, I want to come, they will say to me, please come. You know, and I thank them for that. For understanding, we're not here for party politics. It's not about party. We're Nigerians. And I said it every day. PDP is not desperate to become president of Nigeria. No. I'm desperate to see Nigeria that works for the poor people of Nigeria. It must not be me. Anybody can serve. I've served people. What I want to see is Nigeria where a poor person, son of poor person, son of this can become something. Only to the UK. They didn't know my father, they didn't know my mother, they didn't know anybody. But I was the first successful person there. Banks gave me money without knowing where I was coming from. And I did a business and I succeeded. I still own a house there. My children, they died. So why can't we do it here? It can be done. It was sacrifice. And that is why I'm begging for that sacrifice. How do you have over 200 people killed in a community, over several communities displaced, and we're not at war? It cannot happen. So Your Excellency, I know what you're going to be assured I will be part of it. In any way you want me to support, in any way you want me to do anything, I'm just doing the preliminary reason. Invite me in any way you want me to support, I'll support. It's not party politics. You know, we're just trying to save a situation that is difficult for everybody. So thank you for this. Thank you for even organizing my birthday. I always celebrate. I don't actually celebrate birthday. I've never celebrated one. You can't celebrate in Nigeria today. Nobody celebrates when so many people don't know where the next meal will come from. Unless you're an animal. So for me, people should celebrate today. And I say with every sense of sincerity, and we now have to face our country. Remain prayerful to our governor. Remain prayerful to our deputy governor. It's difficult. Most of us don't have governed the state. So I remain prayerful for those in service. It is easy. You think this man is sleeping, he's not sleeping. You know, thank God, God gave him a good size. So, you won't notice this problem at the time. Because, but I can tell you, he cannot be sleeping when people are dying in the state. I know how he feels. I know how Mama, the deputy governor, feels. It's once when you're a woman and you see people die. I know how you feel. So we're here to show our own sympathy, show our own support for everything. And I assure you, we are part of this family, and we want to be part of it. Thank the good people of Plateau State, those in Jos. Be rest assured, this is home for me. And I believe that we will all do everything possible to make it work. Thank you, Your Excellency. God bless you.
For this visit, that you thought it wise to come and commiserate with us. We do not take it lightly. We appreciate you for having this thought in mind and coming to be able to share in the affliction that has come upon us. Indeed, Mangu particularly has been in the news because it was one of the most peaceful local governments. But people forget also about Riom, because it looks as if in Riom now, the killing has become normal, which is the local government of my deputy. And it's to curious minds, they wonder why the attacks began in earnest in those two local governments. And sometimes you cannot but link it to some other ulterior motives. But whatever it is, we know that the loss of one line is painful. But to lose, at the last count in the last 2-3 months, about 300 plus is a national disaster. And all we are asking is that this carnage must stop.
Yes.
It has to. We didn't come into government to be burying people. We came to advance the cause of our people. And by the grace of God, this we will do.
Amen.
We are determined, we will fight to the end to ensure that Plateau retains its status as the home of peace and tourism. That your supporters of the Plateau were truly obedient. Because after the presidential election, and we told them that there was a difference between the Obi movement and Labour Party, they obeyed. That was why I can assure you that those who voted for you were those who voted for me. So, we want to wish you the best. Sometimes what happens in life you cannot understand. Sometimes the graph, the line in life does not go straight. And God's ways are not our ways. And as we watch God do what He has planned to do concerning Nigeria, one thing I'm confident of is that God has a good plan for Nigeria. How you will bring it to full manifestation is only God that knows. So irrespective of whatever happens, one thing I want you to know, sir, is that you have changed the political landscape in Nigeria. You're talking about a Nigeria that works. This is a passion we share. You're talking about the son of a poor man, nobody, becoming something. The person standing before you is one. I'm sure if they were looking for great men to become governors, I wouldn't be one. And I know that since it has happened with some of us, it will happen with several others. So we share in this commitment and passion to make Nigeria work for all. And by the grace of God, we are committed to this task. So we appreciate you sincerely for all that you have done. You still remain one of the reference points in good governance. And we're seeking to emulate some of the things, the legacies you left behind in governance. So we want to appreciate you very sincerely. And I'm sure the IDP seeing you will mean so much to them. And we want to pray that the good Lord who brought you safely.
Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.